Okay, and here we are back in this lovely winterland. And there's a lovely tune playing in the background. Let's have a look on the map. Where are we at? Check our progress. I think we are halfway there to Schlitt. The Hanged Man. The Hanged Man, a curious formation of a peak, straddled on two sides by natural passes. The singular snow-capped summit between them stands lonely and alone. Lonely and alone? Whoa, that's rough. Okay then. Nope, there we go. And we can have an inspection of our heroes. How's our status? Yeah. Everyone's wounded still. Why, we could take Grizz as a replacement for him for a while. I don't want to miss. We need to rest either way. Grizz is now part of our group. I want to play with more walls. Issa is not the particular advantage. And I don't like her. I would even prefer Ludin before her. But I want to try these guys out. They are both Warhawks. Strongarm. He's a Strongarm. Oh, he's a shield guy. Let's first promote him. He needs more natural armor breaking. More strength is a good thing. So he is a Warhawk. He is still a Warden. Can I promote him? Yes. This will cost me all my points, but he is good. Give it a bit more punch as well. I think dealing damage is now even more important. So Shield Master. Let's place the shield bearers beside. What's his ability? Battering Ram. Knocking them back. Oh, this is good. This is good. Yes, bringing the pain. Not the strongest ability. Break attack. Return the favor is... how exactly does that work? A character who attacks a shield banger loses 1 point of armor for each strikes he makes. Okay, oh, this is something automatic that he does. It's a passive skill, and using Bring the Pain increases the effectiveness of the passive skill, so it triggers with more effect. And he also has Return the Favor. That's good. He has the Rally ability. Light Step, here he can move through people. Tempest, what is this? He always hits adjacent enemies. He does the Tempest and hits adjacent. He has Thundering Impact. Heavy impact. His ability even boosts the heavy impact. If I rank this up. It increases his strength and break when he does damage. Okay, yeah. But I don't have much renown. We do have enough stuff. We can probably not buy anything. Studded pommel, knockback on strength, attacks of 5. Okay, interesting. Volca threat. +1 armor per turn? Holy smokes, that's nice. Drinking, will on rest. Thistleberry sounds nice, but I don't have any points. We do have enough supplies, I think. There's no selling option actually. Is there something to look at as... Well, then we rest, at least. Increasing the morale. Now we should be chilled out. We can leave again. You hear a shout echo on the wind, a standard wall greeting. A caravan of wall are heading your direction, probably a few hundred in total. You meet them halfway. You must be Wagner. Was. Wagner didn't make it. You're serious? It's getting grim out here, but I didn't expect that. You're flying the shield hammer. What's happening? Isn't Ulfgar in charge here? I'm Fussold. Ulfar's still in Schlitt. In case he needs to be. He sent me to meet Wagner. Well, you. We've seen nothing happen in Schlitt yet. What do you mean? No dredge. They never came through Schlitt. They are all pouring out of Ridgedurn. We only just found out about it. One group went that way. We came here. Ridgedurn? The fourth on the bay? The place has been abandoned for hundreds of years. Yeah, maybe that's why they are here. By all accounts, it looks like another damned invasion. Ludin forces his way into the conversation. Wait a godless minute, what did you do? Careful now. You be careful. What did you start? You think you don't remember history? The long banger hangs in Averang. The Second Great War nearly screwed us all. What did you do this time? Who the fan is this? Well, he's not nobody. I know. What? Take him to Grofheim. Maybe that's good. Are you insane? You just said an army of dredge are pouring out of that fort. Go on to Grofheim then, Prince. Having your blood on my hands would be worse than doing nothing. That shot's looting up for a moment. He can see the battle raging in his head. He looks desperate for safety, but he didn't expect to flee like a coward. He expected you to come along. He glances at his men. We are already this far. If this is the Wall's doing, I'll know of it, and so will my father. Besides, you need my help, and my fighters. If I go, so do Ursa and Bercy. I don't want Bercy exactly to leave. Ha! The prince has courage. Do I knock him out? No, I really honestly want him to stay back. I would rather see you safely in Gronheim. I would rather you stop acting like the one in charge of me. What kind of alliance is this? These are wall lands. We are facing an army outstretched. How much experience do you have in this matter? True. Mankind has never provoked them into war. You're going for a third. Is taunting the dredge into genocide a game for your kind? Now he's just annoying me. Nah. Before anyone expected it, you lay an open palm size of a serving tray across the prince's face. He falls to the ground, flattened, doesn't move. Take him to Grofheim. I'll send a few warriors with him. Hold on, this is the Prince of Men. We can't just leave him for some runabout and hopes he makes it. Then what's the point of all his damn bodyguards? Listen, I wasn't sent here to babysit a human. These warriors are Vognir. Well, for Hakan. If I merely run back to Schlitt, Ulfa is going to have my head on a spike. Don't try to tell me otherwise. Fine. Ilsa and Bercy should be able to handle it. Just pray that nothing happens to him. Damn it, Hakan. This won't be easy to explain away. I would rather have some wall now. Morga finds you, this time in a hurry. I found out what's wrong with the sick wall, he says, clenching his gut. Ate some of it myself. Food's not poisoned, but it's spoiled. Bad fish and getting more so. Oh, I wish I didn't just think about that. We must have it got from the merchants near back Werdenfell, he says. Mixed it in with the good stuff. Could have messed it up as much as half of our supply. What do you want to do? There. Now we have more men and less supplies. Convenience. But yeah, get rid of it. I don't want it to weaken. That could be even worse. Morgan nods, pointing to the massive portion, and adds, I don't think they did it on purpose, for what it's worth. The tainted food is tossed down in hill, where it won't attract attention. Morgan returns, saying, taken care of that, but we have got a lot of ill fighters, at least 40 at the moment. What do you want to do about them? Okay, then can rest. 40 is okay to rest. Damn it. Careless merchants. That was a good drop of supplies. Well, at least not half of it. The hike approaching the Godstone is murder. You recall how most godstones were built on hills overlooking other godstones, so that travelers could follow them and find their way between cities. It does nothing to ease their pains. "Dredge!" shouts Smokey, near the front of the caravan. Suddenly, black rocks are whizzing past your head. What the hell is this? Smokey shakes his head. A stone clamps into the shield of a nearby wall, exploding in a flash of light, razor-sharp fragments. "Get behind the shield, bangers!" We approach for a fight. Dredge line the battlefield, weapons drawn. A fight seems inevitable. Okay, we do have slightly more. But that's a lot of them. It looks like a good chance to pass our advantage. As always the same text, so... Okay, I go with... do it. Okay, we can take Fussold now, Percy is gone. But we are all rested and ready. Oh, are these ranged? Maybe we can avoid the huge one. This one has a brighter coat. Maybe we can pick him out. I want my strong arms on this side. I want you to hold the map, and you are flexible, you can step through each other. They can maybe make a good stand in front of these. Doesn't have as much health as shield, but okay. Use the knockback and avoid the big one for starts. Okay. Here goes nothing. Okay, if I right away block him. I can't make a move from there. Careful. Oh, damn it, they will reduce my armor. Somewhat painful. I want the other one to step in there. So he could make a turn around. He may step around. Come in. Whoa, he can fire through his friends. Okay, he can... What is Malice? Taunt one adjacent unit, causing them to attack you on the next turn. Okay. I can only taunt adjacent. I will taunt this guy. Okay, position myself here. Show him some impact. Nice! That got him scared right away. I don't need this now if he isn't hitting me back. So I will just punch his armor real hard. Okay, they are fleeing quite quickly. Careful. Big one is stepping up. If they're moving, they're reshuffling quite a bit. That can make things a bit different. I don't want to put him right in the middle of it. How much renown do we have here? Damn it, he's already halfway down. Use this opportunity to... Oh, I can strike him out of the way. That's good. Now he has no way to move. That's not excellent. Careful. Okay. He should be able to give this one. Ooh. Nice impact that. The thick one is there. But we are closing in now. Do we want to push one out? Could be quite fun. Yeah, that changed it a bit. Man, he's just taking it again. Okay, he might be able to place a nice hit. He's so good against armor. Good. Oh man. Can he walk out of range? He probably can, he probably should. He's not doing much this battle. I thought to bring him in for Tempest, but it's just not happening. Okay, I want to corner them a bit more. Take one more out. It's always good. We got them cornered quite nicely. This one still has too much. Yes! Nice hit in there. He can go for the big guy. He does enough damage. Okay, they were not that fearsome as I thought. Well, he can defend himself quite easily. I come to it. Whoa, he's really going for him. Oh man. He needs more natural shield breaking. I think I can get him with 2 strikes now. Oh no, you didn't. You're toast. Village. He's getting him. Oh man. This is just... I should have moved him further. Oh, overkill. They're pushed back. But we have to regroup. They scatter into the distance. Didn't lose too much. Good bit of renown. But the Warhawk was damaged again. What in the depths are these, you wonder, looking at the unusual dredge slingers? Nobody knows. Without warning, a deranged and half-dead slag stumbles out of a bush, throwing itself upon the ox attached to the treasure cart. Surprised Val pulled weapons, but not before the whole cart slides off a slick rock, and a sheer drop, stopped suddenly by a low growl. The enormous metal wagon dangles precautiously off a cliff. From the end swings a confused ox, still tied in its reins. On top, the dredge hang on tight, keeping the whole thing from plummeting over this side. Is Gunnelf, one hand white-knuckling the cart, the other one wrapped around a tree trunk. We need to secure we cannot risk it. Screw the dredge, help him up. You grab the cart and pull. You barely make any ground when the tree is holding it onto tiers from the ground, dragging you with a terrifying force towards the edge. We need to pull this up here. Pull it back up. Too late. The others lunge toward the cart just as it tumbles over the side. At the last moment you let go, but Gunnulf does not. No! Cries the old wall. The cart plummets and flips over rocks along the way, tossing its contents across the snow showered of golden gore. The ox and the dredge are torn to shreds. Gunnulf lies motionless, his limbs splayed in unnatural angles. No. Following the shock of Gunnulf's death, you find yourself wondering why the dredge went after the ox in the first place. Then you realize the bigger problem is the vast fortune now lying at the bottom of the cliff. Try to recover Gunnulf. Ubin could decide. We can only come back later. We order several Val to roll snow over the cliff, hoping to cover the treasure from view, at least for now. It takes a while and it's not completely effective, but eventually it's no longer quite so obvious. With the half day gone, you depart in poor spirits. Man, Gunnulf. No, he didn't do much in the last fight, but that guy was nice. The caravan stops, Godstone looming overhead for a short rest. The warriors are glad for it, and the stone gives you an ancient sense of being watched over in a comforting way. It didn't help the bodies underneath though. The earth at the base of the Godstone is scarred, like a struggle occurred. Merchants, no dredge. Encircling dangler are a variety of goods. A barrel of meat, who knows how it's old. Loose silver, a statue made of soapstone. Offerings to a dead god. Leave the offerings. Yeah, we need to check for the bodies here. In the midst of the pile of bodies, a glitter catches your eye. You fish a gold necklace from a jerkin and find 5 golden rings strung on it. The merchant's brother. Guess he didn't make it. I'm taking this for me now. You deftly slip the necklace off the man's neck and tuck it into your clothes. No use in leaving it to waste. You suddenly notice Moggy has been watching the whole time. He makes no mention of it. He either doesn't care or keeps his opinion to himself. Don't know what made them think the Godstone would be safe. We're complexly exposed up here. If we're going to rest, I think we ought to do it a little further away. But we can have a look at it, right? And we don't need too much look. We move. Return to travel. We got a necklace. This face looks weird. So we travel on. We should rest, maybe after this leap. In the distance you see smoke rising from the trees. Dredge aren't known for setting fires, but it does get their attention. We would use fires like that to lead them along the Great Walls. Yeah, but they're wised up for a while. No matter how you look at it, investigating will cost time. Some of my men can look it up. Moggy sent a few warriors to look. They disappear over the hill and keep a steady pace while you wait for them to return. They don't reappear well past the time it should have taken. Ready for a fight. You take Moggy and a dozen warriors with you. You shuffle past dozens of dead slag and wall before the clearings opens up. Hundreds of walls sit near the fire, including those who are set to investigate. One puffs a pipe. Hakun, he greets you. Your warriors said you wouldn't leave them. He explains they had come from Schlitt and were surrounded, then lit a fire when they spotted you. Sorry you had to miss the fight, he grins. Ah, that is nice. Something good happens for once. We have more people now, and less supplies. Kinda splendid. Your warriors demand a break. You halt the caravan with a sight, but in all honesty, you're starting to feel the attitude and weariness yourself. I was just about to say. Moggy leans on a fallen tree, fiddling with a crust of bread. Getting colder, he says, staring into the distance. You can see Ridgestone just starting to peak. Oh, I see it. Around the mountains. A flock of raven float across the clear sky towards the fort. We should follow those birds. Are you okay? Without another word, Morgia starts running towards the bird and tumbles over the cliff. Suddenly he's gliding through the air, flapping his arms for all they're worth. He swoops towards Richdawn before busting into flames and plummeting into the tower, which crumbles like a log in a smoldering campfire. What the hell is that? You think you lost your mind? Yeah, I honestly do. Then you wake up. You don't remember setting up camp or falling asleep in front of the crackling logs. What is going on? You mutter. Morga approaches you at the campfire. Hakon, did you see? Yeah. You both agree to keep it to yourself. So it was kind of a sign dream we both had? That is most comforting. Let's inspect our group again. We found an item. 5-ring necklace. Drawing aggro, strength and armor and willpower and armor break. Oh, this sounds like very nice for Morger. He needs to be promoted. And the chief also. What is costing all my renown? I obviously don't have enough for him. Insufficient. Okay. Who can wear this? Oh, right. Here we go. Oh, it's level 5. It's level 5, so no one really can use it yet. But, hey. Good to know. So we rest here. A day. Let's give it 2, we can make further way. And improve the morale. So then, I was promising to make these episodes a bit shorter. So I will finish with it, just glance at the map. We are not going to Schlitt, we are going to Richorn. Richorn, one of the 6 horns built into the foot of the Long Reach. Richorn looks over Dangle's Bay and Strand, built at the time when dredge regularly emerged from the deep fjords nearby, threatening commerce. Over time the dredge diminished near Richorn and stopped altogether, the fort is falling to tissue. So it's left place. We can look over Shiver Rock. To the north of Richorn, 2 long mountains rise out of the vast city like icy spines. To their alarm, while stationed in Richorn would frequently see a dredge appearing on the rocks, somehow emerging from below. Fortunately, the dredge cannot swim, and while they are a reminder to remain vigilant, they pose no meaningful threat. But that must be creepy, looking out of your window, seeing an island full of dredge. Oh, I can actually click on the vast. The waters to the west are named for their reach, not for their reach, but for their depth. Longships, lost even somewhat close to the shore, are best considered gone in the depths forever. So it goes down deep, right after the coast, okay? The cardinal directions. Yeah. Ah. Holy smokes, this map is detailed. But let's have Dangler's Bay. Dangler's Bay. High above Strand sits a stone for Dangler, the god of good fortune. We met him, who many believe still watches his bay as longships laden with silver and furs sail to and from this thriving trade city. Weirdenfell. The Long Reach. The Long Reach. Where even the Val stop to build their fort and move on, the mountain continues northward, though the name speaks as much to the length of the mountains as the depth, crawling as they originally were with dredge. So there's just more mountain up here. Okay, nice to see that. And with that, I would say we see us next time.